Unity is challenged because of the differences we have. So some of us look at these differences as the means of us not be able to be united. A leader is supposed to be a servant to the people that you lead, not a master. But in Africa, if you're a leader, you are a master, you are a lord. Something wrong in African government. People are not supposed to be scared of their government. You guys, government is supposed to be protecting their people. No, 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 no. I'm saying no, 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 no. It's not right. You understand what I'm saying? No, it's no, no, no. Hear me out. I'm saying this again. No, no, no. Media are supposed to be holding the government accountable. Not because they hate government, because they hold them accountable.
Yes, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Why podcast. And
yes,
right here, my name is Paul Justin, and I'm here with my brother Mika Chavala, the one and only.
Oh yeah.
How are you doing, my brother?
Doing good, man. What's popping? What's popping?
Great, great, great. Congratulations with your new show.
The new show? Congratulations. You, which show are you talking about?
The Street Parliament.
Ah, you mean Bunge la Kita?
Bunge la
People,
Kita.
they have to know that in Swahili.
Bunge la Kita.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Mwezi mwingi sana. Namshukuru Mungu. We thank God.
Yeah.
The response is good. And it's kind of like me stepping out of my comfort zone because I've never done something like this here in Tanzania. Going around the street, talking to my people, asking them questions about their country and what they want. So, it's good, man. It's good.
That's awesome.
Hongera pia, congrats. You have been behind the camera. You're doing a pretty good job.
Asante sana, asante sana.
Mr. Director. Yes.
Asante sana. So yeah, welcome to the another episode.
Yes.
So we thank God. Like this is another new milestone.
Yeah. Second episode.
And
we're gonna keep on moving forward.
Yeah.
Let's just remind people to subscribe to One Africa channel because that's where we share these. The Why podcast.
For sure.
Everybody needs this.
Yeah.
And we are still in the submission of One Africa.
For sure.
Yeah.
So let's begin. Where are we going to start, by the way? Okay.
Anywhere. I'm ready, man. Swahili Nation. One Africa. Yes.
Okay. Since you say Swahili Nation, One Africa, why Swahili Nation?
Why Swahili Nation? This is Why podcast, right? Okay, why?
Yeah, this is why podcast.
Yeah.
So why Swahili Nation?
Swahili Nation, I wanted to create another country. Another country away from the countries we know. Okay. So Swahili, basically, because I remember what Nyerere did. Nyerere did such an incredible job to unite more than 121 different tribes to be one people, one Tanzanian, and he used that by influencing every single Tanzanian to speak Swahili language. And as a result, you know, if you have people who are speaking the same language or common language, the result is unity. There's no other thing than unity. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very hard to be divided if you speak the same language. Okay. You know, remember even the story of Tower of Babel. You know, those guys that were trying to reach out to God and they were speaking common language. And God, he said this, that in order for me to stop them from achieving their goal, I need to confuse their language. And that was the beginning of many languages in the world, right? So this is just to tell you, when people speak common language, they can actually be united because they understand one another, right? And so because of that, I was thinking, how can I unite Africa? Then I took that idea of Nyerere, like Swahili, I put it there as Swahili. And then nation, because at the time I was living outside, away from the continent, I was thinking about bringing all Africans together from the continent and outside the continent. Then I realized that I have to create a new nation, a one nation, one Africa nation. And that's why I called it Swahili Nation. Also, because I'm coming from the East, I'm coming from the Swahili culture. So I wanted to add my culture there. I did not want to forget the test. So the literal meaning of Swahili Nation, it means one nation. That's Swahili represent the language that unites all people together. And that's where it came from.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I just come across with some comments on social medias. Some people are just like, how do you call yourself, or you're trying to say that it's a Swahili nation, and then you're using English language? So,
oh yeah,
I think that's the total meaning why you are just saying it's Swahili nation.
Yeah. Actually, that's actually another question. We're using English right now because majority of Africans speak English.
Oh yeah.
And if we want to have a one nation, then we have to reach out to as many Africans as we can to unite our people. Majority are speaking English, and then the second language is basically Swahili, and then you have French, and other languages. That's why you see we have like shows like Bunge la Kita, to include all Swahili speakers who cannot speak English. And perhaps in I don't really want to add another colonizer's language like French and all the stuff. I think that's, people who understand what we're fighting for, they understand why we use English.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's
but
great.
The goal is to use Swahili one day, but we cannot use Swahili right now because people, they might not understand us. So that's why we have this mixture of all the languages.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you a Pan Africanist, or just someone who loves only Africa? Yeah.
I always address myself as an African. Because I don't really like labels, to be honest. Even though people, they call me Pan-Africanist, and it's not a bad thing to call me that.
And do you see yourself as Pan-Africanist?
No, I see some elements of Pan-Africanism as well, because Pan-Africanism basically is, believing in the unity of the continent. That's the spirit of Pan-Africanism, and that's what I believe. So, but I just don't want to put myself in one cage. That's why I call myself, Al-Kebulan or African, someone who loves Africa with everything in God, because there are people who do not believe in the ideas of Pan-Africanism. Not because Pan-Africanism is bad. No, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. Everybody should believe in that. But for those who do not believe, I want to reach out to them. But if I cage myself in this one category, there's some people who will oppose me simply because I call myself Pan-Africanist. Right? So people, they might call me that, and it's fine. It's okay. But more than that, I call myself African. I call myself someone who loves, this continent, I would say, because it was never used to be called Africa. So someone who loves this continent with everything God, and he wants the best for this continent. Yeah, so that I'll be able to reach out to as many people as I can.
Oh, that's great. That's why even when I was preparing my question, I was just picturing you as a Pan-Africanist.
That's real. Well, that's good.
Oh, that's
good. Yeah. That's
so
good.
Let's go to the question. What, in your opinion, are the biggest challenges facing African today, and how do you propose we address them? Yeah.
By the way, guys, I did not see these questions. He's surprising me right now for the first time.
That's why, just saying that I was picturing you as a Pan-Africanist.
Exactly.
And I had to write down those questions. Yeah.
Wonderful. I love these questions because I think I've been asked a lot of times, what are the challenges that are facing Africa today?
Your opinion and the biggest challenge facing African today, and how do we propose to address them?
Yeah. I think the biggest challenges that Africa is facing today, for me, I will start with my vision. I think I would say that, unity. Yeah, unity. And I know some people believe that Africa is united, but I don't see us there yet because of the work we are doing. You see the comments right now. I mean, sometimes, and you see how opposition we get sometimes when we visit different countries. And I think that is the biggest challenge, because the challenge of economics, the challenge of poverty, the challenge of diseases, the challenge of instability in the continent, like wars and conflicts here and there. All of these, I think the root cause analysis is unity. Like, if you break it down and look at where is the source of all of this stuff, I feel like it's unity, because unity is strength, right? And when the bond of two people cannot easily be broken, that's what the scripture says, actually, in the book of Proverbs. So I believe if Africa comes together, and why unity is challenged, I would say this: unity is challenged because of the differences we have. So some of us look at these differences as the means of us not be able to be united. And some of us look at these challenges as the tools of us be united. right? So the thing is this, that you can either look from the positive side or you can look from the negative side.
Oh, yeah.
You hear what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So, all these differences that we have and all these challenges that we have, they should be the means of us be united, us coming together. Some people, they're looking at the challenges we have as the means of us not being united. Okay. And some people look at those challenges as the tool, strong pillars of our unity. So all these challenges we face, because all of African countries, we are basically facing similar challenges. Oh, yeah. If we come together, we'll be able to address them with one voice. So for instance, if we talk about, Western intervention to African matters, we see that in all countries in Africa. How can we address them? If one country address them, it's not going to be able to stand. But if all of us as one people come and address them, we'll be able to tackle these challenges, right? So for me, I see everything in the continent is a result of us not being able to come together and address this stuff. And the day Nyerere said this in 1963, that without unity, there will be no future for Africa.
For Africa.
Yeah. And it's true.